can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
Be honest, who was a Lord of the Rings nerd going in?
Not me.
I was. Were you?
Not really. Not really my generation.
Both of us.
Yes, I was. My dad read The Hobbit to me when I was 9.
I would say both, yeah.
Sarah, you, when you first got the call to go to Middle-earth, what did you think?
I was obviously incredibly excited. I got the call and only had 3 days to get to New Zealand, so it was a whirlwind. But it was a dream. It was an absolute dream come true. And when I first stepped on the set, I felt like I was stepping into one of Tolkien's books. It was magic.
They fully built the entire village. Like you could walk. I remember my first day going to the village, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a set visit." And I thought, there'd be a house here, a house here. But no, it was detailed like to the max. It just made it so easy to immerse myself in and be there in Middle Earth and be in character, because it was just around me and I was in the world.
We thought the war, at last, was ended. We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
We already know and love Galadriel quite well. How much of a burden was that, especially because you're stepping into some pretty big, well, originally Australian shoes?
I have been obsessed with the films and obsessed with Galadriel and obsessed with Cate Blanchett as Galadriel for 20 years of my life. And actually, I just saw it as a gift. I know where my character ends up, and I know it in the most beautifully performed performance by a legend.
You've fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
The enemy is still out there. The question now is where?
It is over.
You have not seen what I have seen.
I have seen my share.
You have not seen what I have seen.
Charlie, talk to me about the story. Is it as epic as the original Lord of the Rings books?
Yeah, it's incredibly epic. It's vast. It's a sweeping story. I mean, the first time we saw the show, we saw it on a cinema screen, and it gave, I think, a lot of us chills and was quite overwhelming to see. But I think at its core, it's stories of things we can all relate to, stories of love and of friendship, of hope, of despair. I think that's the beauty of Tolkien, right? You have these, it's incredible, vast worlds, but at the core are these really relatable stories.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but all peoples.
Hands in the air, who's a fan coming out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought I was a fan, and then I was casting this, and I realised I knew just like the tiniest amount.
Most definitely. I think Rob Aramayo is the king of the Tolkien nerds.
Oh,
Even a
yeah.
lot more
Well,
than
I went from thinking I was a fan at the start to now realising, I think I know a lot more than when I began.